Do you really want to buy equities?
I think you do. If you think about the pullback that we've had right now, it's been overdue for quite some time. We're at the longest stretch right now of performance without a 5% pullback. And if you look at last week, with the sell-off that we saw on Tuesday and Wednesday, it marked a 310-day streak without consecutive losses in the S&P 500. So this really isn't normal market behavior. And if you look at positioning, there's a high level of complacency. Put-call ratios were at levels not seen since 2014. And quite frankly, the investor intelligence bear-bull ratio was the second highest on record, going all the way back to 1987. So I think this pullback was overdue, and I think that interest rates are getting the scapegoat right now, when the reality is I think investors are really just taking profit.
So if you're an investor and you're looking at it saying, I need to decide whether there's a short-term correction or something deeper going on, what are you looking at? What would tell you that maybe you're not quite right, Jeffrey, that in fact it's a deeper, really, retrenchment?
Well, I think if you see volatility go above 20, I think that would be one sign. I think if you do see a follow through on the sell-off that we've seen, the global equities, I think that would also be a sign as well. But also, a lot of S&P 500 companies are still above their long-term trend right now. It's about 75%. And usually when you see major bull market tops, it usually goes below 50. So we're not quite there yet. But if we get down to 10% or maybe even 12 or 15% of a decline, I'm going to get a little bit more concerned.